Could be the sun, couldn't it? Evening, observatory fans. This is one of those spontaneous ones because of the attention. What's it? I can't remember his name now. My reel, the theory about everything, got a bit of attention. Apparently, I am a drunk who's slurring his words, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I disagree, and I disagree. I am tired. A lack of sleep, right, is making me extremely tired. And I do have to say, I don't notice it that much, but where have they gone? Oh, can't find the packet. I'm hooked on sunflower seeds, right? Salted sunflower seeds. It's salty, right? And all day. I'm eating sunflower seeds. And the salt, what can you do? So no, I'm not a junkie or a drunk. I could be slurring slightly, I don't notice it. And I think I do know what I'm talking about. And this one was about the speed of light. Again, so here we are. It found us, I didn't find out and go looking for it. The speed of light from the sun and the stars is absolute. Now, a star, right? Anywhere, if you look at the sun from anywhere on this planet, you will see this. You can't look at it. It doesn't matter where you go. In fact, it probably wouldn't matter if you went to Mars, Jupiter even. I wonder what the sun would look like from Jupiter. It's still too close for anybody to look at it directly, right? It's absolute, it's everywhere. You could put it inside a globe, in the center of a big ball, right? What would happen if it turned off, it turned on? The ball is going to light up instantly. Yeah, but it's only a ball. The sun, it's got a diameter of 1,390,000 kilometers. I don't think you're understanding the scale of things here, right? That is absolute light, right? Now, if we turn this off, and you see that over there. Now that is a star that's far, far away. All right. Now, it is not directly, it's not pointing at you directly, it's everywhere. Its light is everywhere, right? But it's not, it doesn't need to travel to you because you travel to it, right? It's not coming towards you, is it? You're seeing it where it is. If there was a planet up there next to this sun, right? Next to this star, you'd see the planet as well with a telescope, right? So it doesn't matter where the light source is. If we can see it, right? It reaches us instantly. It's not a case of, it's illogical to think, right, that your sight will see to infinity, right? If there is a light at the end of infinity big enough, instantly. It's the scale of it, right? The sun, it's not a bulb. People thinking that, I don't know what you're thinking, right? It is a monster. I'm not even convinced that the pictures that they show us are real when you look at it in the sky. But when it's pointing directly at you, that takes time to reach you from the source, right? But the time, it's bang! It doesn't matter how far away it is, if it's powerful enough that we can see it, we are seeing it from the source. There is no travel time, right? Because travel time would be this. It would mean that there is a beam, a specific beam, right, that will stand out on its own, a beam, but it's not. When it's pointing at you, it's not a beam, it's absolute, it's everywhere, right? You won't see a beam from the sun going anywhere. If a star was caught behind a dust cloud or whatever, or one of these nebulae or whatever it is, right? It's not a beam, it's everywhere, it's absolute. Like, it's almost a state of mind. Dark, light. You can't put time light, for crying out loud. It's, I'm not going to say insane, but it nearly is, if you really think about it. Light, a propagated wave? What? Honestly, this stuff is made up. Light is instantaneous. The light from the sun and the stars, it's absolute. There is no travel time. Our sight goes to it, right? We walk out of the shed, look up there, and we see Proxima Centauri, if it's there. Boom! We are seeing 4.2 light years away. That's if it is correct, that 4.2. Oh, I've got some questions. Right? It doesn't matter how far away a star is. If we can see it in the night sky, you're seeing the star. Boom! It's absolute. These things are monsters, right? They're drumming them down. There is no Parker Solar Probe orbiting the sun. It's impossible. You'll never see anything convincing, right? It's just ridiculous. The sun, it's... Alexa, what do we mean when we say the sun's light is absolute?
From universitoday.com. The sun has an absolute magnitude of plus 4.83, which is estimated to be brighter than about 85% of the stars in the Milky Way, most of which are red dwarfs.
Alexa, is the sun's light absolute?
From wiki1.com. The sun has an absolute magnitude of plus 4.83, estimated to be brighter than about 85% of the stars in the Milky Way, most of which are red dwarfs.
Alexa, is the light that radiates from the sun absolute?
From alternativeenergytutorials.com. Solar radiation comes from the sun, which itself is a virtually unlimited source of energy.
Oh, she's doing it. She's going to avoid the question, right? And go to every tangent that comes off of it. But honestly, I'm telling you, Alexa, the light from the sun, is it absolute?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alexa, do we get absolute light from the sun?
From solarschools.net. Yes, the sun produces a lot of radiant energy, which is transmitted to Earth as light.
Alexa, but is it absolute light?
From fandom.com. The absolute light is a verse that contains all possible types of light, as well as an infinite number of all possible light spectrums and many other spectrums, each represented with a single absolute colours.
Alexa, but is the sun's light absolute?
Here's something I found on reference.com. The absolute magnitude of the sun is 4.8. Its apparent magnitude is minus 26.72, however. Apparent magnitude measures the brightness of a star as seen from Earth, whereas absolute magnitude gives the brightness of stars if they were placed at a distance of 10 parsecs from Earth.
Really? Who worked all that out? This is what I mean, right? Listen, science magic, too much. Listen, I'd love to know how they measured the distance to Proxima. But parallax angle, have you tried it? Honestly, this stuff needs to be looked at, right? Because I can't even watch some of the YouTube things because it's so obvious, right, that they're lying. It's insane. Some of the stuff that they're claiming about the Milky Way and the universe and the things that they think they know, people, no. No. Honestly, it's ridiculous. And the light from the stars and the sun, it's absolute. Boom, there is no doubt. If the sun turned off, suddenly turned off, right? It would just go dark, right? I'll do it up here. Boom, there'd be nothing. No source, no light. Light is absolute. There's nowhere you can hide on this planet from the light of the sun. It doesn't travel. It is just there or it's not. There is no in between. Oh God, you will realise this. It will become apparent, right? And a star will be the same star, but from a monster distance, like all the stars in our night sky. You still see it live. If it went supernova, if Proxima went supernova right now, we'd see it right now. These things are stars. Could you get it? Ma, these people thinking that they can harness the sun, that they put a time on it, miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Are you kidding me? It's a star. God, wake up, people. Honestly, wake up. Timing light, timing 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the sun to get here. Honestly, I'm going to leave it like that because it annoys me. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to post this yet. Yeah, later peeps.